Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to meet again, the second time, Rob and Marvy.
Nice to meet you.
Rob is crazy like a fox and going to walk across America.
Yes, I am. March 1st.
March 1st.
First videos on YouTube should come out probably the second week in March.
And so we have a video about his walk across America. We're not going to do that again here. But as a support vehicle, Marvy, you're going to be driving the van and supporting him.
Yes, I will.
And so you've converted the van to live in very comfortably for a couple.
Right.
Yeah, very comfortable, yes. Plus my dog.
And your dog, a couple and a dog, and a pretty good sized dog.
And I've heard you say on occasions that living in a van, more or less not even a high top, for two people, it would be a challenge.
I've said that.
Yeah. Well, we've got 20 years under our belts, so that kind of helped a little bit.
And so it's worked. You've been in it for a while now. Has it
About
worked
6
pretty well?
months. Yeah. The week before she got here was difficult because we were in Mexico, and I flew here, and I had 10 days. I didn't know any. We've been out of the country 5 years. I knew no one in Nevada, but after watching all of your videos and Pahrump and taxes and medical and all of this stuff, that seemed to be the route I chose. So of course, July, I come in, landed, had no place to stay, didn't know what I was doing, and for 10 days I bought the van, got a ticket, bought a cooler, and lived in that van in 108 to 112 degrees with nothing in it. It just had sheet metal cabinets because it was an air conditioning van, and I just slept on it, and for 10 incredibly difficult days.
Yeah, in Nevada, that's incredibly difficult.
I
in the
cut my
summer.
teeth pretty good on that one.
Yeah.
But then since then, we didn't do a van build, actually not until this last month. We've been too busy having fun. We bought a couple REI cots, and we headed up to Flagstaff for 5 weeks, over to Page, and then up into Bryce, and then all around just having fun. We just lived how we could because we just were too busy having fun to worry about what the inside of the van looked like.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, we do have, watching some of your videos and things, we did buy a right after Marvy arrived in August 1st, I bought the 10 by 14 canvas tent from Kodiak.
Oh yeah.
And so when we knew we were going to be somewhere for more than 5 or 6 days, we set that up also.
Very good. That's a good way to expand your living space, especially with a couple.
Yeah.
Right. So you can go to see the video I shot with Rob and Marvy about their walk across America and learn all about that there. Today we're just going to take the tour and see how you've got it set up for living in the van.
Great.
And let's do that now.
Okay, great. It's a 2003 Chevy Express 3500.
And
Extended van.
right, it is a long one. That's for a couple. That really helps.
It's necessary, and I liked I followed your lead, not getting a Ford for a couple reasons: engine and also the wheelbase. Though longer makes it more difficult to turn in tighter circles, I knew I was going to be places where I didn't want the back bottoming out.
Yes.
So that's why I like the Chevy Extended with these are the longer wheelbase.
Yeah, I'm a big fan as well.
Yeah.
Okay, can we take a look then and see how you've built it out?
Yeah, one of the things was Marvy really insisted on sleeping lengthwise, not horizontally. And so I had to design something based around that. And there's two of us, and so we both have things, and we have a large dog. And so, but I also am a guy, and I like my tools in my garage and stuff. So this is how we did it. This is the garage.
Right.
And what I did was I built a head wall partial. I didn't want to go all the way up because sometimes I want to put longer things in through the top. So we have curtains right now up. But I also, underneath here, cut about a 4-foot section and out about 2 feet deep. That I have more room to put all of the tools, tents, or poles, anything like that goes back there. And this is all completely insulated underneath, and the head wall going into the inside of the van. So everything's completely insulated. So this gives me a chance to sit here and work. I've got all my tools. I don't have to worry about if it's raining, we need to put things away that's wet. This is a great opportunity for us to do that with that. And later, and this is, we've been doing this just for this last month. And so we still have a little ways to go to finish it up. Of course, like a lot of people, I want my little workbench that's going to drop down here, things like that. But essentially, that's the back. And this also serves as a major support.
And the great thing about these extended vans is, even with this back garage, you have as much space as a regular van inside.
That's right. And you'll see inside, because we thought about how would we do that. And I think maybe, hopefully people will appreciate the thought that went into it. Maybe not the craftsmanship or the skill, but certainly it's built with a lot of love. And so also, you know, we can pull these things out on a nice day and sit back here if we want and look out at the desert or the mountains. But yeah, we're really happy with it so far.
Very good, yeah.
A lot of people get things broken into. I'm going to attach right down in here an eye hook, bolt that in, and then I'm going to have a carabiner with a cable on it, and then I'm going to just close this one. This one's closed, hook it, and then underneath the front of it, just pull it tight and then hook it from the inside, and no one will be able to pull this door open.
You cannot get inside from the back.
No, they can't. Our sofa happens to be a Yeti cooler, a 60. And it does everything for us. It has all the ice, and I know the argument of refrigerators over coolers, and I think a refrigerator, if you have an electrical system, battery system set up, that would be great. I'm building it. We've got the solar panels and everything, but I don't have a battery yet. So as soon as I get that all set up, we'll probably sell this maybe and go to something smaller. But right now, actually, except for the price of ice, this works great for us because it's also a great seat. We have head walls that came with it. I decided to leave them in, but I insulated them, plywood, and it took a lot of work to get them square and plumb.
It's a hard job.
They're all leaned at an angle, and so I had to do different layers of plywood and insulation, but I got them all squared, and it worked out really well for us.
Yeah, one bad thing about these Chevys, as much as I love them, there's not a straight line in here.
No.
Everything's curved.
Yeah, it's okay, but see, I'm a little bit curved.
so you fit right in.
It seemed normal to me. So.
Yeah.
I put some linoleum down. I have half-inch insulation with 3/4-inch plywood and linoleum.
Nice big shelf unit here. All your very organized. Everything you need to.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's just simply you've got the 2x2s and then the system here, so that makes it easy. You would think. Yeah, so that's it. I put a little Formica up on the plywood here, trimmed it off. So that's it. And we're going to change out this stove to be a little bit lower profile stove, 2-burner stove, and so I can bring the hose up through the back. So we'll do that. This side's finished. This side is still particle board that we need to finish up. But the idea is Marvy wraps it with all of that. So it's quite comfortable. It's very comfortable. We have clothes, toiletries, things like that. I'm still building some cross beams to keep things stationary when we're driving. We've got our fan system here, fantastic fan. And we've got a his and hers bathroom down here.
Oh, jugs. So that's peeing.
Yeah.
And booing.
We've got a little bucket I call a single shot.
Yep.
That's my nickname for him, the single shot. I don't need a luggable loo. I thought about that, but that takes up a lot of space, and I'm not one to read the Sunday paper when it comes that time of day. I do my business and done. And yet it once we're done with it, it doubles as just a normal trash bucket during the day, just a very small one, and that works out great for us. We do have one of those little shower outside tents, the 6-foot by 3 square foot little that you can change clothes in, that if we're around people, that's what we will use. If we're in nature, we take a shovel with us. Yeah, and now this headboard is really nice because this gives us a chance to really sit up. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. And we sit here for hours at night reading. We'll take a little thing and we'll watch movies. We'll cook dinner and just watch movies in bed. It's plenty of headroom, very comfortable. Excellent. Now, you might want to know, where are all the clothes?
Right.
Now, if you remember, this part here, back, is part of the garage. And then from here forward, I have a support beam here and insulation and another 3/4 inch plywood here forming a support. And then the rest of this is all storage. Now we're not settled in quite yet, so it's a lot, but it's packed in there. I mean, we haven't had a chance to organize a lot of this, and a lot of these clothes will actually go on the shelves for daily use. But like I said, we had just started doing this, so we have a ways to go. Marvy even put insulation on here too, so quite a lot of work went into that.
Very good. It's right there. It's easy to access.
Yeah, I got her bucket there. And I'm about 7 inches too long for this, and so this comes up.
Oh, look at that.
And then I made these little a dowel with some coasters, and they fit under these coasters here. And that holds it just fine.
What a clever idea. Yeah.
So, and then it looked pretty during the day.
Right. And that space is available now to live in here, move around.
Yeah.
Two people dancing around in here, that takes this nice open space that you've created. Makes
It's
it really
nice.
good use.
And again, we've been together 20 years. I've seen YouTubes of other couples that just kind of start moving in together, and they've been living independent, and it's just really tough when you get two independent people put into a place. I would agree with you, Bob. It's a really tough situation. But with us, yeah, we have our arguments, we have our disagreements, and we get frustrated with each other. But after 20 years, we're into it for the long term, for the rest of our lives. And we've come up with, like you said, a dance. We just know, like she knows, I get up between 2:30 and 4 in the morning. And I just don't sleep. So I make my coffee, and she knows not to talk to me in the morning, and I do my thing, and then she gets up and she does her thing, and I let her wake up completely. And then other than that, it's just a dance. And even Jackson is good with that, our border collie. He knows where to go and what to do and how to sleep. And this is Jackson's bed right here.
Clever idea, yeah.
Now, this is our Kodiak tent. That's our tent right there.
Oh, just padded down in there.
Yeah, I built a little frame to support it up off the ground that puts our shoes under there. And then I put the tent here, and we just put enough blankets so he can lay horizontally or vertically. And he sleeps there at night until he gets too cold. Then he comes over and wakes us up in the morning. And this is our life. It works out really well.
I think this may be one of the better designs I've seen for a couple. I mean, it feels open. A lot of times you put in, you want to get every square inch, so you fill the walls, and it feels closed in.
Yeah. People they like clutter, and I shouldn't say clutter. That's that kind of negative connotation, but it feels cluttered to me. It's you with their own personal things that they feel comfortable with.
Right.
That's a better way to say it.
Right.
But
they're comfortable with more out and exposed than you are.
right, and Marvy is somebody who everything has its place, and that's great. So
That's the best way to live in a van.
yeah,
The only
yeah.
practical way.
Yeah, and so we've done this for 6 months of doing this, and it's been hard. I mean, we've had some pretty tough situations. Up in Bryce, 23 degrees, 50-mile-an-hour winds, chronic sinus infections. We've had a lot of situations that we've weathered pretty well. So I think it's going to work out great for us. We really love it. She really loves it too. Marvy loves his van life.
So, Rob, thank you so much for showing us your rig. If people are interested in following your walk across America and just learning about your life, how should they get hold of you?
Yeah, once again, if you just go to Google and search for Rob and Marvy, Marvy, you're going to find all of our social media. You can go to GoFundMe if you're so generous, and that's only going to be for my Walk Across America 2020. So specifically, if you go to GoFundMe, type in Walk Across America 2020. Other than that, you can go to our website, which is robinmarvy.com, our YouTube channel, Robin Marvy, as well as Instagram, Robin Marvy, and of course, Patreon, Robin Marvy. And we'd love for you to be part of our family and follow us. We really try to keep all of our YouTubes positive. We don't sugarcoat anything. We try to have fun, but if things happen, we like to show you the realities of life too. But I think you'd like us if you visited us. I hope so.
I'm sure of that. Well, Rob, thank you so much for sharing your home and your life with us and your walk. Folks, I know you got some really good lessons, some inspiration out of this. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later.